Hey guys.
Esthi Besties. So last week we talked about some of the things we struggled with.
Yep.
And we talked about some at-home things that we do, kind of our little hacks.
Yep.
And we also tried this week the
Woohoo!
egg white
mask.
And so
love it.
Both of us did it, and we actually just were talking about it. We both did it differently.
Yep.
And I just did a straight up egg white mask. That's all that was in it.
Good egg on your face.
Yeah, and Jess added a little bit of
I added lemon and honey. So there's different variations for what you can do with it, which is awesome.
Right.
Makes it fun.
So how was your experience?
So I loved it. It's been a while since I did a good egg mask.
Yeah.
So I added the lemon because lemon's good for brightening. I've got a lot of freckles, so it helps a little bit of pigmentation. Honey is super antimicrobial, so I feel like that's great. We all need that.
Right.
And it's a little bit hydrating. So I loved it. I feel like this is a quick, easy mask that you can do in 10, you leave it on like 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
It's super quick. My daughter was like hanging off my leg when I made it. And so it's like you can whip it up in the kitchen real fast and you don't need a lot of supplies, which, I mean, you did straight eggs. So it's like you could do it pretty basic too.
Cracked that egg and just was...
Plop it on.
I don't even have to stir it. I just use my fingers.
Yep.
Just put it right on my skin. I did cook dinner while I was doing it, and it probably would have been better if I just sat with the egg on my face because it took a little longer to dry up.
To set.
Because there was steam going. And
so you got like a real facial.
I know,
egg,
it was.
A little boiled egg on your face.
Noodle, like steam.
Oh, that's some legit steam too. So I left mine on. I sat with it on for probably a good 10 to 15 minutes and let it get really tight. The reason I like this mask is I feel like when it's on and it's tight, you feel like it's doing something. It's not as tight as a clay though, so it's still like movable, which I really enjoy that because it's not, doesn't make you too constricted.
Right.
And I love the lemon and honey aspect because it doesn't smell like egg at all.
That's true.
So it does cut the egg smell because when you put the egg raw on your face, I feel like that's a little bit of a...
You do smell it a little bit,
a little bit like raw egg.
But it did feel great. It was very firming and tightening, and after you rinse it off, you just do feel that like kind of really refreshed skin.
And it's a good glow. I feel like out of all the DIY masks, this is my favorite for pore tightening because I think pores are super hard to shrink. We all see those products that swear they shrink your pores, and it's like pore size is typically genetic, and it's hard once pores are stretched to get them back. They're kind of like a rubber band, right? So I like this one because I feel like once you wash your face, your pores really do look tighter, and that's why this is a huge celebrity. This is a huge like before a fashion show or model show, this is what they tend to do.
I was thinking about that when I was rinsing it off. I felt like
did you feel like a model? I did too. I was like, whoa,
just like
who is that
shorter,
girl?
But I felt like
I'm like 2 feet shorter with like way longer hair. I need more hair. But it does really help you look glowy.
Yeah.
And today I feel like, did your skin look good? I feel like it doesn't make you break out. It doesn't cause any like weird rashes, irritation.
No,
It's pretty safe for sensitive skin, wouldn't you say?
I would
like
say,
if you're sensitive, it's not a big deal.
Pretty much anyone can use this unless you're allergic to eggs. So
probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. Not that you're ingesting it, but still, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah.
If you're allergic to egg.
I know.
That's not smart.
So the other thing that we had talked about was I was going to give you some tips for sunburns. Hopefully no one has gotten a sunburn, but if you did, the best thing for sunburns is, first of all, you want to cool it down. So really take out the inflammation. So
you don't want to go like in a sauna?
No, never.
Whoa, okay.
No hot showers.
Good to know. Okay.
You're going to want to probably take an anti-inflammatory. But
that's good advice.
I would definitely say that we've talked a little bit about green tea before.
Oh, yeah.
And if you brew some green tea and then you take a towel and put it in the green tea and then put it in the fridge or the freezer.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And then you can just kind of put it on top of your sunburn. It's great because it has the antioxidant boost. It's really anti-inflammatory. So it can really help to take that heat out of your sunburn.
Like the sting out of the sunburn.
Exactly.
Okay.
Of course, aloe is like the tried and true.
Love aloe.
Everyone loves aloe. And then just drink a ton of water because
I don't think people realize how much a sunburn dehydrates you internally, right? Because that's the way our body's healing, and that's really the way it shows an injury is a sunburn. So it's like you really have to rehydrate on the inside.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ton of water.
So I would say just tons of water. Cool it down. You can use the green tea soak. You could even use apple cider vinegar and soak, and that will be really nice too. But just to cool everything down and to hydrate your body.
Yep. So. And this is safe for pretty much all ages. Wouldn't you say? Like if your little one gets a sunburn, you can do some green tea compresses. Yeah. Absolutely. Totally safe for all ages.
Yeah. And I would say like you don't want to put anything that's too icy on it. So if you do put the towel in the freezer, make sure that you're not just going straight like crunchy frozen towel. But like keeping it super cold is great because the heat will just draw right out of there, and then
you don't want it ice cold.
And it helps too to keep you from peeling on the tail end of
flip
the
side of it.
So
that's really good tips. I like that because the sun's going to come out eventually. I think it's going to start. They said like 80 this week, so I'm hoping.
It's getting warm.
Reapplication, when you say that's the key with sunblock, I feel like a lot of times we don't reapply, and that's where we all say, oh, I wear sunblock every day. But do we reapply it? Probably not. So that's the key.
And the thing is, too, is that people always think, oh, I just need to reapply if I'm, like, swimming or something.
Right, if you get wet and it comes off.
You need to reapply that sunscreen because it's going to break down over time, and you need to just keep that really strong on your skin.
Good advice. I like that. Good tips. If you guys want other tips, too, that we haven't talked about yet, let us know. Hit us up with anything that you guys feel like you need more advice on. And I think we really are going to try to dive into some skin treatments. So I think we should cover a segment coming up here next week on what's it like. So we're going to cover different treatments. It might not be necessarily a skin treatment, but I think most of them are going to be skin related for you guys. And if they're not, it's going to always tail back to how did it affect our skin. But for the first topic, we're going to do what's it like to hit me, bestie.
LED treatment.
Love it. Okay, LED treatment. And LED's been around a really long time. A lot of people have heard about it, but they ask, like, does it really work? What do the lights do? How bright is it? Is it safe for everybody? So we're going to talk about all that. And we're going to do some pictures that you guys are going to see of one of us actually receiving it and covering what it feels like throughout the whole treatment. So you guys get a good idea.
Insight on what happens in the room and also like what everything is going to do. And we'll tell you about like after the treatment what you'll experience too. So
absolutely,
you kind of get a feel for it.
So see you guys next week. Esthi Besties will be back.
Woo!
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.